Hi, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to do another virtual walkthrough. This time it's the Searay 39 Motoryacht. Coming up. So I'm down here in New Bedford. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. It's a very windy, blustery day. I came down here to have my canvas fixed and hopefully which I did do, and I stopped by an electronics place to check into that. So, and remember, if you enjoy this content, make sure you subscribe. It's the red button down below me. Hit the subscribe button and smash that like button, and then share this video with your friends. We're trying to grow the channel and it really helps. This week we're going to do something a little bit different than I thought from last week. I was thinking we were going to do a long distance boat, but there is a lot of interest in the Searay. So this week we are taking a look at a Searay Motoryacht. If you recall, last week we did the 390 Sundancer, and so I did a little bit more research, and the 39 Motoryacht comes in at about 150 to 175,000, mini with diesel. So it is an excellent value at that price point. It's a very different kind of boat than the Sundancer. It offers staterooms all forward and aft, with separated by the salon. So this is a great boat to look at for cruising. It's a nice potential liveaboard boat if that's what you're looking for. So take a look. So let's get into the Searay 39 Motoryacht. As I mentioned, she is another boat on the used market. We're looking at a 2005 variant. The 39 Motoryacht was made for a number of years. She has a larger sibling in the 48 Motoryacht of the same style but much longer. She would be considered a flush deck Motoryacht, which is to say she does not have a cockpit. She has a bridge, and then her accommodations are forward, but the bridge sits on top of the aft stateroom. It's a fairly traditional design, but Searay's take on it has made this boat both sleek and seaworthy. Just by way of an anecdote, I have to tell you that on our trip last year up from Maryland, when we brought Calypso 2 up to her home port in Marion, we were at Cape May for a number of days. For those of you who checked out that trip, I will post that video in the comments below. And we were docked right next to a 39 Motoryacht, and you can take a look at this picture right here, and that's us side by side. As you can see, both boats are about the same size, but they are very different designs. So take a look. It was a lovely couple that we met, and I have to tell you, the boat, the two of us left Cape May and headed up towards New York, and she appeared to be very seaworthy. She scooted. The one we were next to happened to be a gas version, and she had no problem keeping up with us. In fact, she was probably a little faster with her 380 horsepower gas engines versus Calypso 2's 350 horsepower cat diesels. So she scooted right along. So this is one I would take a look at. The Searay 390 Motoryacht is 41 feet 9 inches overall on a 14-foot beam. She draws about 3 feet and weighs in at 26,500 pounds, and she carries 300 gallons of fuel. The boat has a 15-degree dead rise at the stern. By comparison, Calypso 2, the 400 sedan bridge, has an 18-degree dead rise, and our 310 Sundancer Calypso 1 had a 23-degree dead rise. What this means is the higher the number, or the steeper the angle of the dead rise, the more sea-kindly the boat is. However, boats with a higher dead rise tend to be a little bit less efficient because you're dragging more hull through the water. Conversely, if you had no dead rise and had a flat stern, the boat would be less sea-kindly and might tend to slap as the shape of the hull, as it transitions from the deep V all the way forward, all the way aft to a flat section, it would be less sea-kindly. When designing a hull, balancing performance against fuel efficiency is always a compromise. So a modest V stern would look something like that. In this case, 15 degrees ease. A steeper one would be that, forgive my drawing, 18 degrees, and even steeper would be like that. the case of the Sundancer at 23 degrees. Now, of course, none of these to scale, and my drawings are a little bit off, but you get the idea of what the stern section of the hull looks like versus a completely flat stern section with the propeller underneath it would tend to slap the hull bottom water more. There's the bow in my side profile, and then if the hull basically comes along underneath like that, this area right in here is the area of dead rise, and that's the trade-off between efficiency and sea kindly performance. The 39 Motoryacht is a flush deck, and as such she does not have a cockpit, but she does have room for seating on her bridge deck adjacent to her helm. There is a stair that leads from the bridge deck down to the swim platform as well. Moving below to her accommodations, all the way forward, she has her guest stateroom in what looks to be a V berth, but it's actually an over and under berth, and the berth to starboard is almost the size of a double. Aft of that, on the port side, is the head, and opposite that is the galley. Beneath the step that leads from the galley to the salon is both storage and room for a compact washer-dryer. Moving amidships, she has a large salon with opposing settees, and the companionway up to the bridge deck is there, as is the passageway down to her master stateroom. The master stateroom is all the way aft, and as you can see, she has a split head arrangement. Aft is a room for the commode, separated by a wash basin and then a freestanding shower. There's also closet space on the other side of the large bed. One of the advantages of a design like this is there's good separation and privacy between the guest stateroom and the master stateroom, which is a nice attribute. Here's a view of the helm, and as you can see, there is a captain seat and a companion seat. Here is that forward stateroom I spoke of. As you can see, on the starboard side, that bed is larger, and it's an over and under, not a V berth. Here's the master stateroom. On the right is the door to the commode. The left is the door to the shower with the sink in between. Salon with the curved settees and the table, which is high-low, act as a coffee table or as a dining table. Then, of course, the galley. Again, the fit and finish on Searays is just lovely. They really do a great job on these boats. Here is the guest head, which has its separate stall shower and a sink. I think we're going to wrap this video up here from New Bedford. Hopefully you enjoyed another virtual boat walkthrough, and let us know in the comments below if you'd like to see a particular boat. We're happy to take a look at that, and we'll see you next time.